Hello everyone, my name is Bret, and sometimes I wear a beret. And welcome back to another educational video of wikiHow. Today we're talking about the one, the only, how to be a Nerf Sniper. All Nerf guns are designed for close combat fighting situations and suppression fire. However, with dedication, one can master the rare art of sniping. Sniper warfare is most effective when the shooter is able to deliver precise, long-range fire on selected targets, creating casualties among enemy troops, slowing enemy movement, frightening enemy soldiers, lowering morale, and adding confusion to their operations, all the while being hidden from sight. The strategic importance of the sniper in warfare cannot be measured simply by the number of casualties he inflicts upon the enemy, as realization of the sniper's presence instills fear in enemy troop elements and influences their decisions and actions. What an amazing opening. The first wikiHow I ever reviewed, How to Win a Nerf War, is still wikiHow's most popular Nerf article, but this is a pretty close second at 145,000 views, and it's been around for years. I remember seeing this when I was first in high school, when Nerf Sniper was ultimately a joke term, and now it's not. But we have reached a point where toy blasters can be made to shoot reliably far and accurate without being built from the ground up. Will that be discussed here? Well, it does have 82 co-authors at this point, so definitely, absolutely 100% guaranteed. But without further delay, I present to you the one, the only, How to be a Nerf Sniper, according to wikiHow. Number 1. Gather your gear. In terms of shooting equipment, choose from among a Nerf or Buzzbee sniper rifle, a rangefinder, Outback Long Strike CS6, Longshot CS6, Raptor Strike, and a Night Finder. Outback Long Strike? What is this, Australia? What the?
I heard that, Brett. I knew this day would come.
Bradley Phillips. Why am I not surprised?
Ever since you started this series, I've been waiting for the day you talk about the sniper article.
What, you've been lying in wait in that position for months, just waiting for this day to come?
Yes.
Alright, fair.
Feel free to continue.
Okay, thanks. Good aesthetic sniper rifles are Longshot CS6, Long Strike CS6, Mega Centurion, and the Raptor Strike, but a sniper rifle can be as simple as a Retaliator and a stock with AccuStrike dart. If you get a Longshot, look into modifying it. Its large plunger system makes it an excellent blaster to modify. Always have a secondary on you. If it has a decent rate of fire, that is a definite plus. One-handed use is also a good idea. A strong arm or hammer shot, Sweet Revenge, would be a good idea. Use a spring-powered Nerf blaster. These are softer and are less likely to give away your position. Use AccuStrike darts or purchase accurate darts off eBay, Amazon, Lightake, etc. These darts are accurate and outclass other types of Nerf darts. As long as you have these, you can use the most Nerf blasters as a sniper rifle. When I say AccuStrike, it can mean AccuStrike or AccuFake. So clearly this article has been updated with that last part about AccuStrike darts. But I would agree, the Longshot is an excellent choice, but only if you modify it.
The Longshot has a lot of upgrade potential. Plenty of third-party manufacturers have made drop-in third-party kits that are very easy to install and will bring your Longshot or Exodus 2 shell, like this one here, up to sniper class status. Coupled with a more powerful spring, the sealed breech and a scar barrel will make this shoot laser beams.
Number 2. Get a ghillie suit. Optional. I disagree, that is not optional. Ensure that you have any other attachments needed for the rifle. For example, you may need a stock or a bipod for ease of sniping. Have sufficient ammunition. AccuStrike darts are preferable.
Wow, you're really hard to see now.
Stop it! You're ruining my sniper life! Number 3. Prepare yourself. Stay in shape. You might need to run from an enemy. You need a good sidearm in case you do not have time to reload or need to shoot with a fast rate of fire. Make sure you can use any blaster and be good with it. You never know when you might need to be more than a sniper. But this article is only about being a sniper. Do you even use a sidearm?
Personally, I never run a sidearm with my Longshot. I rely on the accuracy of this thing at long range to keep people from getting close to me. However, a very powerful secondary to a Longshot would be something like a flywheel blaster.
Number 4. Try making a strap. If you own any Guitar Hero or Rock Band guitar, take off the strap. Put it on your blaster by attaching it to the strap attachments. Some blasters may only have one or no strap attachment point. Great if you're slinging your primary. Rock on. Ah! 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 Shoot! Number 5. Bring a backup pistol. Strong arms, hammer shots, sweet revenges are all decent secondary blasters. I thought we already talked about this. Personally, no, I don't see a problem with carrying something that's not your primary if it doesn't take up too much space. I would also say that I don't mind if someone comes around point blank and happens to shoot me with something that's not their primary. This feels a little bit nicer. Okay, or not. Number 6. Load your Nerf blaster and add all necessary accessories. Using the smallest mags possible, like 6-round mags, can be good in small places, but a 10 to 12 dart clip isn't a bad idea, depending on the area. But it sounds like they mean low capacity. And I will never understand why in Nerf people think being a marksman means using low capacity. Namely, 6-dart magazines? Sure, they can fit the look, and sometimes maybe a 6-round magazine will allow your blaster to lay flat on the ground, but ultimately, you're gonna want more darts than this. This is almost useless.
Magazines designed specifically for half-length darts like this definitely save a lot of space in your loadout. You can carry 2 of these for every 1 full-length magazine that you would be able to carry on your body. If the article is going to talk about smallest possible magazines, I'd definitely take a look at these.
Part 2. Hiding well. Number 1. Pick a good hiding spot. Never be completely out in the open. Have cover and concealment all around you, but be able to move easily. Choose a space that you can move easily in, yet stay hidden in. I could not agree more right now.
And yet you could be doing so much better.
Whoa! Number 2. Find a vantage point on the battlefield with a covered infiltration/exfiltration route. Basically where you can exit and enter the sniper post without blowing your cover or giving away your hiding spot. If you're found, don't shout. Enemies can find you easily. Just use a backup that has more than 1 shot and doesn't jam a lot. Cover and concealment are key.
Why would you shout if someone found your hiding spot? Brett, I can still see you.
Part 3. Sniping successfully. Number 1. Be patient. Most snipers at the beginning of their sniper career think that they are going to get the most kills on the battlefield.
Wrong!
They actually get the least. Being a sniper is not glorious. It's basically you laying on your belly in a bunch of weeds holding a very long blaster. It isn't always a long blaster. I absolutely love this paragraph. It is truly a work of art. You, got any comments on this one, Brad?
In an actual Nerf war, you're not going to be laying prone. You're going to be on the move, moving between trees, using them as cover, poking your blaster and your head around, exposing the least amount of you as you can to the enemy fire, and you're going to be actually supporting your team. Laying on the ground like this does nothing. You're holding your one position, but meanwhile everyone's just ignoring you because they can. With an accurate blaster, you actually have to move into position and be where the fight is.
Well, finally. Number 2. Wait until the target is in range and in your sights. Ask a few questions. Is it one person or is it a group? What is the wind speed? What range are you firing at? Can you be seen? The answer to that one should be
Wrong!
These are fair questions to ask, though I have absolutely no idea why they're considering shouting at someone before they're in range. And they're still making you ask yourself whether or not you can be seen?
It's fair in this case because I can still see you.
Number 3. Turn 20 degrees in the opposite direction of the wind. Nerf darts are heavily affected by the wind speed and direction. The wind will carry the dart over the target if done right. The stronger the wind, the more it will be affected.
Because Nerf darts are very light, they're generally around 1 to 1.2 grams, the wind does affect them a lot. If you're angling your shots up high, the wind's going to catch them and push them to one side or the other. Allowing for wind is something that you need to learn to do in Nerf wars when you're sniping.
So are they saying that it's a guaranteed tag? If you aim 20 degrees into the wind?
Watch this.
Whoa, that's pretty good. Well, that's not what I wanted. Number 4. Breathe in quietly at all times, and step quiet when moving. A way to step quiet is to step heel first and then lower your foot down slowly.
Trying to be quiet when you move is something that I try to be conscious of when I play Nerf. If I'm approaching a blind corner that I don't know what's around it, I try to be as sneaky as I can so the enemy is caught off guard.
What the?
Number 5. Cock the blaster and take a deep breath. Once your breath reaches its natural pause, slowly take the shot. Okay, I need to know then. Does breath control actually matter?
What's important to an accurate shot in Nerf is keeping the blaster as steady as you can when you fire. If you find that holding your breath, or shooting between heartbeats, or whatever snipers do in real combat, helps you keep your blaster steady, go right ahead and do that.
Number 6. Escape quickly if the target is around other people. They will be looking for you. If you want to take out the entire group, move 6 to 12 feet away from your original firing spot, then reload and shoot again.
Don't believe moving 6 to 12 feet is going to help you much, Brett.
You heard them. They'll be looking for you. Ah! Number 7. Confirm the shot through your scope in case another round is needed. This technique is best done with the use of a spotter. This is probably going to be hard to do with a Nerf scope. Use binoculars or a different piece of equipment if necessary. In situations of limited personnel, the turkey neck technique can be used. Spotters tell you where the target is, male or female, approximate feet/yards your target is away, and the wind speed and direction.
I actually tried Googling turkey neck, and in relation to sniping, I couldn't find anywhere that it's mentioned aside from this very article. So even I have no idea what they're talking about.
Number 1. Reload/reacquire darts. Always. And remember, your blaster's clip doesn't always have to be fully loaded to fire.
Why did the numbering just start again?
I have absolutely no idea. Number 2. Claim your bounty and repeat the sniper approach against other targets. Have we mentioned anything about a bounty up to this point?
No, I'm just here to shoot you.
Number 3. After you take a few shots, move to another position. Never stand in a corner for more than 3 shots. If you do and you get found, you will get destroyed. This is somewhat dependent on your playing style. You might want to draw your enemy in and then take out a bunch of them before moving. Wow, Brad, you're actually failing at that one. Better get a move on.
Generally, when I play, I try to stay up with my team, supporting them, or taking a flanking role, sneaking around to the side where the enemy's not expecting me to be. Don't stay in one place and camp the whole game. The enemy team knows you're a sniper, and they're going to stay away from you.
Number 4. Do not shoot your darts as far as you can. The dart's slow before reaching its farthest point, and has least accuracy at its farthest point. Instead, shoot your blasters about 70% max range.
I actually have to somewhat agree with that point. Just because your blaster's capable of shooting 200 feet, doesn't mean you can hit anything at 200 feet. There's a certain point where, I guess you'd call it effective range, where your blaster can hit stuff, and past that, it's a bit hit or miss.
Community Q&A. Oh god, there's too much. Let's just take a look at a few. If you see a commander, do you shoot him or tell base he is there? It depends on the situation. If shooting him will give away your position, then don't shoot, and try and alert your teammates. If shooting him will not give away your position and result in your death, then take him out.
That would really depend on what game type you're playing. If you're playing a game type like VIP, where there's a special person on the enemy team, I would probably recommend relaying that to the rest of your team, and going and taking them out. If it's just a normal round, there's no such thing as a commander or some special target to eliminate.
What kind of scope should I use? Most common scope used is a longshot scope. If you want cooler attachments, the pinpoint sight or the nitron scope are for you.
When it comes to sights to use for Nerf, you only ever really need a 1x red dot. And that's to simply give you a point of reference of where to aim, not to magnify. The shots we're taking are generally between 100 feet to 200 feet. You don't need any kind of magnification to see a target at that range.
How much ammo should I have as a Nerf sniper? Use a full clip of darts. You should not need spare clips, but they help if you come under attack.
You can carry heaps of magazines on you as a Nerf sniper, especially with these katana magazines, which take up very little space on your loadout. I can generally carry 8 on me without it hindering my movement at all. And that comes in handy because it can last a lot longer before you have to go back to base and grab more ammo.
Can I use a long shot with a 26 kilogram spring when I'm acting as a Nerf sniper? Yes, but note that your weapon could hurt others if you aren't careful.
I mean, if your Nerf 4 allows a 300 feet a second plus blaster, then yes, you can use 26 kg. Mine do not, so I use a 16 or lower.
Should I use a long barrel to hit more accurately, or no barrel and longer range and less accuracy? It depends more on your surrounding factors, like wind speed. Barrel length doesn't do too much for accuracy, anyway, as you're firing aerodynamic bullets through a rifled passage.
There is such thing as an optimal barrel length for your particular spring load and your particular plunger tube air volume. Because of the complexity in that, a lot of people just put a scar barrel on there which vents the excess air, and improves your accuracy regardless.
There are also a bunch of extra tips, but here are some of my favorites. Any Nerf gun can gain distance by defying gravity. Point your gun at 45-degree angle to see your maximum distance and or take advantage of a tailwind.
Now, I wouldn't exactly call this defying gravity like they have in the article, but aiming your blaster at an angle is going to give you longer range, and there's quite a bit of a skill to it of aiming the right amount of height for how far away your target is. It's called holdover in real steel terms.
Practice shooting your rifle beforehand to accurately sight your weapon and gather dope data of previous engagement on distance and wind direction.
I would also recommend practicing beforehand before you get to a Nerf war, sighting in your red dot so that where you point the red dot, your dart's going to go.
Hiding behind your mom's plants provides concealment, not cover. Warnings: never climb trees. If you are seen by enemies while in a tree, you're screwed. Darn. Don't shoot each other in eyes unless wearing Nerf sunglasses. Be careful when you shoot. You could knock something over or break something. That's right, like your mom's plants. Don't shoot in public areas. Don't remove air restrictor if law says otherwise. If you remove the air restrictor, you are creating a dangerous weapon if it is used in close quarter battles.
Yeah, just don't climb trees in a Nerf war in general. It's a safety issue, as well as you're not really supporting your team if the action moves away from the tree somewhere and you're up in a tree. You should always wear eye protection to a Nerf war. Even if you're aiming to try and hit someone in the torso, you could be a little closer than what you sighted in for and you end up hitting them in the head. Don't shoot in public areas. Most, if not all, Nerf wars are generally held in public areas.
Oh! Well, there you go. What an adventure. Oh, as it stands today, there's some reasonable advice here, but it's still some questionable stuff. If I did have one piece of advice to give you right off the cuff, I would say darts matter. Darts are the key. If you have good darts, then you'll be able to refine your Nerf sniping skills. But without that, I can't tell you much. If you're using old streamlines, you're going to have a bad time. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you later. Oh!
Got him.